Well, hello, everybody. It is the last day of the Travelers Championship and the last day, the final countdown to get those donations in. We're in the three Cares Birdies for Charity booth, sponsored by Webster Bank. These charities are, look, we have so many charities that are relying on you to help them meet their goals. 15% of every dollar donated is added extra thanks to our friends at Webster Bank. The Travelers Championship, they take care of the back end fees. It's incredible. Now, one charity you got to meet in my TV studio where it wasn't as hot as it is here today. Thank you so much. Wellspring Foundation, Dr. Jessica Zoltani, thank you for being here.
Thanks so much for having me.
We're best friends now.
We are.
Absolutely. I love this event, no matter how hot it gets. And plus, it's good weather for the golfers, right? I mean,
It's nice out.
It is nice out for the golfers. But we're here today to remind our audience, for those that didn't catch our interview, about Wellspring Foundation, how important you are, and how important it is to talk about our mental health, right?
Absolutely.
So remind our audience who you are and how you help.
So Wellspring Foundation is a therapeutic school and therapeutic program for adolescents, young adults. We offer clinical services, education services, and community for the patients and families.
Yeah, we oftentimes don't think about youth needing help with mental health. I think, I hate to always bring up the pandemic and things like that, but I think a lot of people learned a lot of lessons, especially with their youth. So tell me about some of the programs you have, and then also if someone's watching or listening, like how can they get connected with you?
Absolutely. So we are actually working to expand our continuum of care. We do have a therapeutic school. We have residential services. We're building outpatient services, trying to meet that gap that exists in Connecticut. In Connecticut, there is a lack of child psychiatrists, and there's a significant wait time for teenagers to get into therapy. And so we're really working to meet that need.
So forgive me if I'm asking an ignorant question, but is it very different to be a therapist or a psychologist with a youth than it is with an adult? Is the template the same and different, or I really don't know much about that.
So people who specialize in working with children and adolescents have additional training. They're often in school or training programs longer, and that sometimes contributes to the lack of access. So making sure we have those people to treat our children is important.
Is it true, and I always say this, I say this, so I hope that it's true, because I have said this many times, so hopefully this fact is right, but really our brains are not done forming until we're 25, right?
That's true. Yeah.
And I know that because I'm not a doctor, but so I feel like with the world today, with all the social media, with all the headlines, we don't need to get into that today, but I feel like these kids today, they have such a layer of stress that maybe I didn't have when I was growing up, or maybe it's the sign of times, but we always think each generation has it different, but I feel like your work is cut out for you right now.
In Connecticut, we actually are seeing increased rates of depression, anxiety, suicidal thoughts in young people.
Oh, that's awful.
More presentations to the emergency room for mental health reasons. So we see more need than we saw in years past. And
That's
we want
terrible.
to meet that need.
How can we find you directly online today?
So wellspring.org is our website, or go to Birdies for Charity and donate to us, of course.
I have good news. If you're watching this on the stream or on our app, or you're going to go to the podcast page, YouTube even, you're YouTube famous now, we have this everywhere. What I did was I put a direct link up so that you can donate directly to the Wellspring Foundation. Refresh that link, though, because once this Birdies is over, that's the same link you'll use to find out how you can help, all of the programs, and how people can get connected. I mean, our kids, I always talk about pets and how important they are, but I talk about kids in the same way, because we have to give a voice to the voiceless, right? So thanks for all you do. This is our second. Will you come back and hang out with me again?
I would love to.
Now that we're best friends, right? She has a makeup artist here today, ladies and gentlemen. How dare she? How dare you show up the host? Anyways, will someone come fix me, please? All right. Thanks for being here today, and I wish you nothing but success. And if you think of it, go to travelerschampionship.com, click on the Birdies for Charity logo, and scroll through. You'll find one that resonates with you. Maybe it's for people or pets, military, for children. Maybe you'll donate $1. Maybe you'll donate $100,000 million. I don't know. Whatever's within your means, we'll take it, right? But thanks for being here today.
Thank you very much.
All right. Have a good day.